Froggy went a courtin and he did right. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Froggy went a courtin and he did right. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Froggy went a courtin and he did right. Ring and flowers by his side. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. He rode up to Miss Mousie's door. Uh-huh. He rode up to Miss Mousie's door. Uh-huh. He rode up to Miss Mousie's door, where he'd often been before. Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh. Well, he took Miss Mouse upon his knee. Uh-huh. And said, "Miss Mouse, will you marry me?" Uh-huh. She said, "Where will the wedding supper be?" Uh-huh. Where will the wedding supper be? Uh-huh, uh-huh. Where will the wedding supper be? Way down yonder in the hollow tree. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. The first to come was the little white moth. Uh-huh, uh-huh. The first to come was the little white moth. Uh-huh, uh-huh. The first to come was the little white moth. Uh-huh. Chewed a hole in the tablecloth. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. The next to come was the bumblebee. Uh-huh. He played a fiddle upon his knee. Uh-huh. The next to come was a little flea. The next to come was a little flea. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Now Mr. Frog was dressed in green. Uh-huh. And sweet Miss Mouse looked like a queen. Uh-huh. And slowly walked the Parson Rook. Uh-huh. And slowly walked the Parson Rook. Uh-huh. And slowly walked the Parson Rook. Under his wing he carried a book. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. They all gathered round the lucky pair. 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 Uh-huh, uh-huh. They all gathered round the